Good day, fellow YouTubers. So today I'm gonna sort out the leaf springs on this old car of mine. I mean, last time I fitted a Diff, I saw these leaf springs, except for the center pin's been missing. They're all cracked and rusted. So I've salvaged leaf springs out of another vehicle, a lot newer. And let me see, I'm gonna be replacing the whole system, brackets, hangers, everything included, as I want this vehicle to be fairly safe at least. I mean, I don't want the rear to come out on me at speed. So let's get cracking. First things first, let me start tearing it down. You'll also notice, if you look here, there's no hanger or swivel. This was literally done just so the vehicle can be moved around, up and down. So that's why we've got to strip and redo everything, at least making it safer. Okay, okay. Let me start by getting the center of this, the bump stop. Okay, 70 is 35. Let me just double check that. It's perfect. So this is our center in relative. You'll notice I didn't take the rear springs out yet because I want to work from the center of the locating pin, which is 2 inches back for your diff on a newer version, but the old torque tube diffs, it was 2 inches forward. Should be roughly about here. That should be where our center pin should be located. And just scrub it and mark it better. As I'm replacing the hangers, everything, I'm going to be using the chassis for support and not the outriggers or the outside of the chassis. Now that I've got that, I can start working with this. First things first, you get a jack underneath this bad boy, and let's see relatively where it's going to be. Also, I'm going to be lowering the vehicle with these springs. Here we go. Now I've got a reference roughly where it's going to sit. Just see. More over. Right. Lift it up more to where it just presses against the chassis. It's not really going to lower this vehicle much by the looks of it. Okay. Relatively, it's going to sit about right there. Okay. I thought so. Right on that. Okay, let me mark my center of this out. I can just take that rivet out actually to fit my shackle. Just put the nut and bolt through there. Then we'll start measuring and marking properly underneath here. Oh, so that's basically where I need it to be. Man, that is so close. I think I'm gonna take out that rivet and put a nut and bolt through as security also. Perfectly on that rivet, so then you know it's centered when it's on a rivet on the other side as well. Let me start taking all the stuff out because I know where I want it. Let me take that rivet off and strip this out so long quickly and go to point B. Have a look. Take this old spring out quickly as well so I can grind that rivet off and put our tensile steel bolt and nut right through. And they didn't mess about. How's it that doesn't even line up through the holes? Also, good thing I'm changing this. If you look around here, you'll see the crack right through. If you look at the crack right around as well and how flimsy this is, that's why I want to move to a system where you've got a brace and I can have it right here. Make it a bit stronger and better also. Right, knock that through. Just knock that through quickly. You get a center punch. Yeah, you drill through the rivet then. It's gonna take a little bit of time. I should have actually fetched the pilot drill. Okay, now that we've got it through, get our nut and bolt again. Now that I've got my hole drilled, everything, I wonder. Now let me put it this way around. For now, this is to hold it in place so that I can weld it. You'll notice I'll leave the old brackets and stuff so that I've got more meat to weld to. Let me quickly just tie this up. Here's the old rivet for you. To get my fingers in here between all these brackets. This is the strongest point in the chassis. That's why I've actually also wanted to use this point. And before I weld it, I'll make sure it's square and in relation. And when you use a rivet, you can't really go wrong on sizes, can you? I just tie this up. Right, now that I've got it relatively where I want to weld it in, let's put our leaf spring and see if it will match with this. Go. Pick this up. And I'm gonna leave the bolt in there with the nut tied to it and weld it for extra strength. Should sit around there. There you go. That is in relatively perfect. Now next I must install the bracket, buzz that in. Let's see. It's gonna be a bit higher with this. Okay. Just get to that. That's why we're gonna be building layering blocks. Okay. Let's see. There we go. I think I'm gonna change this setup. I'm going to change it completely. Let me see. I'm gonna change this. Okay. This would relatively be about where I buzz it in. Let me quickly get my welder. Okay, now that I've got it buzzed in here, you guys can have a look. This is basically how it will be right around. Let me do the others as well. Like you can see, also buzzed it to the edge of the chassis. I'll quickly buzz it around there. What we'll do later is we'll chop it down and just put a blanking plate or cover plate there. It should be sufficiently strong enough, as it's a very light vehicle as well, not really that heavy. Okay, made sure it's not coming off again. Let me head to the other side. That's this right in there. Perfect. Let me just do a cap run. All right. I feel sorry for the dude that has to cut that off one day. I feel really sorry for that dude. Because I wouldn't cut that off again. If I have to go full link, I'll probably use that as well. Just extend it. Perfect. Alrighty then. Perfect. And that is how we put our diff hangers. Let me just put the spring back. Alright, for now, I had to take off my diff's brackets. Of course, we played with the springs, so it's going to be narrower. But let me just polish and grind this nicely. And then we'll put it in the car and see how she sits and decide how much we want to lower it to build lowering brackets later. Okay. Alright, now that I've got my diff centered with my chassis, everything seems good, nice and straight, level. I can actually just maybe get it center. Make a small tack on the saddles. 175, 75. 200. Okay, now this needs to come in a bit. Just get a hammer, gentle taps. Let's see, 195. See on 190. 192, so I can just bring it a little bit more. 1 millimeter. There we go. Should be it. 190. 190. Okay, we give it 2 tacks just to hold it. I already set my pinion angle with its 15 degrees, and later, like I said, we'll see, we'll make some boxes to lower it a bit more, but first I want to get everything together to see how she sits. That tack seems to be good. Let me just go to the other side. Also tack that one. Alright, let me quickly finish assembling, putting the brackets and the U-bolts, everything, and then we'll see how she is. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe so I can bring you more content on my rusty old pieces of junk. Thank you, everybody. Peace out.